Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. I thank you for joining. I know I've missed the last couple weeks due to being under the weather a little bit and just being busy with my real estate company, but I'm going to do better and I'm going to start producing or start making these and putting them out on Thursdays instead of Wednesdays like I used to. I just have it's just a better day for me to do them and to get them put out. But today I want to talk about death, something that a lot of people avoid, a lot of people are scared to talk about, and a lot of people just don't. It's not on top of their mind, and I believe that that should be on top of everybody's mind every day, because anybody can die at any time. We all know that, right? When someone dies, we're like, count your blessings, and then we're down and we're sad for a little bit, and then we go back to the way normal life, and we just have them people in our minds, right? From 6 to 60, younger and older, we all die. It's just part of it. We have to talk about it, and we have to not be afraid of it. And if you're afraid of it, I believe that you're probably not in the right spot in your life, or you don't believe the right things in your life, and that's just something I have to say. I know people are like, well, I believe in God, and you can believe in the universe and all that, but that's not what the Bible tells people who to believe to say. So, to me, God is the only way, and I know a lot of people may not um, believe in what I'm saying. I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but a lot of people don't believe and they think that I'm just trying to push my views on no one, and I'm not, because I was a non-believer. I don't know if I was ever a non-believer. I just didn't understand it till I really started searching who God is and what he is and what he's done for me. And I know the difference between when I wasn't really living that way to where I am now. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I cuss, I drink, I do things. I don't do a lot of bad things, but I do things that we're all sinners. So we're not, none of us are perfect. So I want to get that out of the way. And if we were all perfect, we wouldn't need God, but we need him because we're not. So that's my belief. And I believe if you're scared to die and you don't think about death because you're too scared to think about it, then you're not in the right spot in your life. And I'm not saying this to be morbid or to scare nobody, but I say it to rejoice, because if you understand that death is is the first thing to take us to the next place, to where there is no more death. And talk about it all the time with my son, that he always thinks that I'm going to die first. And I think I've talked about this in the past, and I always tell him you never know. And heaven forbid I lose him before I go, but it's part of life. It is what it is. All the tragedy we had with all the floods in Texas, all the things that we had that happen in our life, the bad people that kill people, natural disasters, whatever it is, the people that hurt kids, children are just something special. And I just bring that up because kids die all the time and we don't understand it, and we may never understand it. But what I do know is where they're at. And if you don't believe in heaven and you don't believe in God, you're going to be hurting. You're going to be hurting for a long time, and you're going to be angry, and you're trying to find blame, and you're going to try to just figure out why the world's so evil, even though the Bible tells you everything you need to know about it and about the world. So I really believe we all need to think about death every day. I think about it every day. Sometimes I got to catch myself like, oh crap, I'm getting down. Wait a minute. It's not a bad thing to die. It's what we have to do. It's what we have to do to get to the next place in our journey that God has created us for. And that's heaven, where there is no death, there is no pain, there is no sickness. So death to us on earth is scary and it's bad. But if we don't hit it face on and we don't accept it and understand that that is what it is, there's no getting around it. So you might as well talk about it. You might as well be prepared for it, because you never know. And we all have lost someone that was like, oh crap, I didn't expect that, or why did they die? They were too young, or they got in a car wreck, or somebody murdered them, whatever it is. It hits us hard and it hurts, and it does hurt, because you know, it's people we love or care about, and we lose them and we don't understand. But it can happen to anybody, anytime, any second, every day. And if you don't think that, we all think it for a minute whenever it happens to somebody that we care about and we want to change and do better for them. And then time goes on and we don't forget about them, but we go back to our old ways and we don't think about it anymore. Then it happens again. It's the same routine. But I intentionally think about death every day, and not because I'm morbid, because I know it can happen. And I want my heart and soul to be prepared for where it's going after this. So I want to live, for one, to believe in Jesus and know that God is my creator, and that's why we're here, and to serve his purpose. That's That's the main reason I think about it, is because I want to make sure that I'm doing and believing in the things that I feel and know in my heart that's going to get me to eternity with Him. And then I also think about it because of my son, the things that we have to prepare for if I am gone, and the things that, to get him ready, to get him understanding that, I'm not going to be here forever. His mom's not going to be here forever. And he gets sad thinking about it, but he understands it. And he understands that death is everywhere. And yes, it sucks because we're humans and a lot of people don't understand it. And like I say, especially if you don't believe in what I believe, it's going to scare the shit out of you. And it shouldn't. You cannot get around it. You cannot stop it. You cannot predict it, and you can do nothing about it. So many people just don't talk about it. They act like it's not going to happen. The young punks that live and think that they can just live forever doing the stupid shit they do, they don't realize that it's real. And it will happen. We all know that. And I know everything I say people know, but I don't believe people really think about it enough or really understand that if you're scared of death, you're not in the right spot in your life. And that's the bottom line. If you're scared to die, you're not in the right spot in your life. And then we get people who are scared to love because they don't want to be hurt when someone's gone or someone hurts you or someone dies. But I'd much rather love my son and know my son and have that love for him. And then if something happens, I lose him. I'd rather have that love, or the vice versa, him for me, or for my girlfriend, or for my dog, right? It's hard to lose things we love, but I'd much rather have loved and lost than I would have to never have loved, because the feeling of love is the ultimate feeling. That's what God is. That's what He is. That's why we love, because He is love, and He gives that to us. And we lose it on earth when someone dies or passes on, but when we go to heaven, it's there. It's full of love. It's full of joy. It's full of peace. It's full of happiness. And that's what God is. He gives us that opportunity for a glimpse on it on this earth. And yes, we may lose it when someone dies, or someone may lose it when we die. But the afterlife, when we go to heaven, is where we find it and never lose it. Again, it all goes back to what you believe. And if you don't believe like I believe, then you're going to be scared to die. You're going to be scared to talk about it. It's going to be sad thinking about it. You don't want to talk about it with your kids or your parents. I went to a house today. The guy lost his mom a month ago. She was 80-something years old. It's just as hard on him as it was on me 3 years ago when I lost my mom at 45. Or as someone losing their mom at 20, or a baby that was 2 years old. It's hard no matter what, as humans, as people that we are, because we love, and it hurts to lose that. But if you believe right and you think right, then you end up, that there's a heaven and that it's going to be there again. We don't know what it's going to be like, but if it's like the Bible says, which I do believe, it's going to be like something we could never imagine. So much love and peace and joy and happiness. And that's why I think about death every day. Every day I think about it. Driving down the road, any minute somebody could hit me with a car. Right? I could be in the wrong way. Yes, I don't want that to happen, because I want to be here for my son. I want to be old to see my son grow old. But it doesn't matter if I do or don't. I have no control over it. So I think about it, and I think in my heart, am I ready? Am I happy knowing that if I die now, one, do I know where I'm going? And two, does my son know that I love him with all my heart and all my might? Or my aunt, does she know I love her? Or my best friends, or my girlfriend, or my dogs, do they know that I love them? So that's why I think about it every day. And I believe if we all did that, it would make us a better person. It would probably help you find God. And I'm not going to sit there and say there's a higher power in the universe, because I don't believe that. I believe that God created all that. And it drives me crazy when people that believe in God say, you don't have to believe in God, but believe in something spiritually. That's not what it was taught. That's not what was taught in the Bible. That's not what we're supposed to believe. I'm not condemning you for not believing. I pray for you and hope you can seek and find Him like I have, and really search and not listen to people, and really search His Word and really pray and really get down there, dig deep and find it yourself, because that's what I had to do, because I didn't believe at one time, and it was the darkest time in my life. And then when I got back in it, I read my Bible every day. I pray every day, and my life has changed. I'm not perfect. I don't want to say like I'm a hypocrite, because I'm not perfect. None of us are. That's why we got to have Him. But I've searched and I found Him, so I'm very content with life. I'm very confident that I'm going to go to heaven because I do believe in God and I do rely on Him every day and I do believe in Him and I want to be a light for Him and I want to shine and do His purpose for me on this earth if I can hopefully find it. If I found it, I don't know, but I'm striving every day to do that. And thinking of death every day helps me be a better person every day because I never know. I never know. And I don't ever want to get into my head and not have that thought that, oh, I'm not going to die or who cares? I want everything in my life to relate around me dying and going to heaven. So I really want people to think about that. Don't be scared of it. Hit it head on. When all this bad stuff happens and these beautiful kids get swept away in the water that happened here in Texas on the 4th of July, or a hurricane hits and people die, or someone goes in and shoots up a school, we don't have to be, we need to be, it hurts and we can be mad, but we got to understand it's all for a cause and a reason, for God knows way more than us. And that one day we'll be able to go there and it's going to be so glorious to see all these children and all these people again that we've lost. It's going to be glorious. And that's why I think about death. Because I know one day it's going to be so glorious and we're not going to have to worry or fear or be scared of anything. And we'll be reunited with the people that believe just like I do. So I hope this hits you. I hope this impacts you and you can actually really get out there and start living by thinking about death. I know it's the weirdest concept, but you can really live a lot more if you really think about death. I hope it helps you. I hope you can share this to somebody that needs to hear it. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you follow me on all my social media and help me get these words out. This is stuff that comes from my heart that I truly want the world to feel what I feel. I think a lot. My brain never stops. And sometimes I feel my talks are stupid or my videos are stupid, but I don't care. It's something I want to get out, something I want to do to help people and share what's inside of me, because I didn't used to be that way. I used to be a pretty angry person, pretty lost, but now I know what I want to do, and that's help people with my heart and my voice. And I believe God's put it on me to do that. So I hope y'all follow, share this to people that need it, and just get out there and live life. Live life for the right purpose, not for you, but for God. Not to live, but to die. And, you know, I have this tattooed on my chest, live to die. And and I've had it for a long time. And that just reminds me that I need to live every day. So when I die, I can go live eternity with God and all the people that we've lost on this earth. Hope this hits hard. I hope it hits well. I hope you like it. Please let me know. Remember, change the way you think so you can go from chaos to peace in your life. Love y'all and look forward to keep going. Talk to y'all later.